popular today for people to say that they doubt, that they question their political beliefs, that actually they can't question their religious ideas and their cultural upbringing. But sometimes the truth is that we say we doubt so that we can protect ourselves from the experience of it. Think about it in terms of a child with a security blanket. So a kid comes into a room full of people and they know they're in a room full of people, but as long as they've got the blanket, they don't experience the horror of that belief. You take away the blanket and suddenly they're scared. They're not given any new knowledge. They don't see something they didn't see before. They simply experience what they already knew. In the same way in church, sometimes you would see people say, oh yeah, I'm open to doubt and unknowing. I'm interested in hearing other people's views about faith and life, and I'm open to questioning myself. And yet you look at the structure. All of the sermons are certainty. All of the music is about triumphalism and celebration. All of the prayers seem to say that God is there and God is listening. We don't need to be fundamentalist. The church is fundamentalist on our behalf. We can say we doubt because the structure believes for us. This only becomes evident when a minister gets up and says, I'm full of doubt and unknowing. I don't know if God's there half the time. Or a musician gets up and they sing a song of darkness, a song of despair. Or someone prays a prayer which says, God, I don't think you're there. Where are you? At this point, the people aren't faced with something they don't know. They have those doubts as well. Rather, they're faced with the reality of the thing that they would rather disavow. They're faced with themselves, and it's terrifying. It's easy to say we doubt when we have structures that believe so that we don't have to experience the horror of it. And yet that is exactly what we see on the cross. When Christ cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's not an intellectual doubt. After all, he's addressing God. Rather, it is a felt absence. It is this very thing that the church should be drawing us into. And yet it seems to be the very site where we go to avoid that confrontation.
I never question God. I can only question my assumptions of God. I only question my understanding of God. I never question God. I can only question my assumptions of God. I only question my understanding of God. I never question God. I can only question my assumptions of God. I only question my understanding